Hi, Sean Still, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about dashboards and adding some of the widgets to a created dashboard. Alright, so in our left-hand navigation, right at the top says dashboards. We're going to click on that, and I've already set up a dashboard for our test project. But if we want to set up a new dashboard, we can go ahead and we can do that. We're going to click on View All Dashboards. It's going to give us a list of all of our dashboards. We're going to go ahead and hit Create Dashboard. And we got to give it a name. In this case, I'm going to call it Sean Test Scrum Project 2. We're going to start from a blank dashboard, and we need to make sure that we share it with the appropriate people, because if I don't, it will not be shared by anybody. Nobody will be able to see it. Once we're happy with this information, we're going to go ahead and hit Create. And now we can open up our dashboard. Right now our dashboard is blank, it doesn't have anything in it. We've got a couple of options available to us: edit layout and add gadgets, and then edit dashboard, share dashboard, create new dashboard, find, etc., etc. But in this case we're going to focus on adding a gadget. So when you do, it opens up this dialog window. You want to make sure that you hit load all gadgets, and then you can come in here and you can select the items that are important to you. The items that are important to you may really depend heavily upon your role within the team, what a product owner wants to see, what a Scrum Master wants to see, what a team member wants to see. All can be very, very different. And I'm just going to go ahead and select a couple of the common ones. And once I've selected all the issues or all the gadgets that I'm interested in, I'm going to close this window. And now I got to go through and I have to configure them. Alright, so what board? So we're talking about what board do we want this to go to in this case. That's our board. We'll go ahead and we'll show the board name, what version we're talking about, how often do we want it to refresh, and we'll go ahead and we'll save it, and it begins to spit out some data for us. Working our way down, we're just going to rinse and repeat that same activity, just configuring each of our dashboards. Recently created chart. We can pick, if we have a filter that we've created, we can enter that right now, or we can select a project. And if I start typing, it's going to find the project for me. Period daily, I'm actually going to do this hourly because we have our, actually we want to do this daily, now that I think about it. And days previously, we're just going to go 5 days previous. You can go, I think, as high as 500 days or something like that. Play around with it if you want to, if you want to understand more. We're going to have a refresh every 15 minutes. We're going to save. It's going to start spitting out some information for us. Same thing again here. Going through the same process of configuring each one of our gadgets. Daily, 5 days, And again, this is just a lot of rinse and repeat, configuring each one of our gadgets, because the gadget needs to understand what you want it to go and and fetch. Whoops, grabbed the wrong thing. Um, but once you get it set and in place, you don't have to worry about it ever again, which is nice. So I'm almost done here. Activity streams 10, yeah, that's fine. And there we go. So we've got all of the gadgets that I added. All right, but if you notice, I've got a empty column over here. And if I want to move these around, it's really simple. It's just drag and drop it from one location to the next until I find something that I am happy with. And once I am happy with it, I'm good to go. But I do have the option of editing the layout of this. I can select one column and it will stretch these out a little bit further. So if you have some that are a little bit hard to read, or maybe you're putting it into some sort of presentation mode, you probably want to do just a single column. Or you can do two columns split right down the middle, which is what we previously had. And come over here, just move a couple around. And there we go. Some of the other layouts that we have available to us, we can go with a narrow first column and a wider second column, a wider first column and a narrower second column, or three columns. Whichever one works best for you in your scenario. So that is setting up a dashboard. You can set up as many dashboards as you want to. You can associate them to whatever you want to. You can have a dashboard that represents specific pieces of information about multiple projects. You can have information that is relative only to a certain role on the team. Whatever works for you, whatever information that you need, whatever is most relevant to you, you can configure your dashboard. And it gives you a quick visual report of the information that's important to you. If at any point you need to come back in here and change this because you want it to look at something else, or you want it to look and feel differently, you can click on the three dots and you'll have a couple options. All right, you can maximize, you can minimize, you can change the coloring, you can delete it if you want to, you can edit it, or you can rename it, whatever you need to do. But once you set it and in place, it will continue on. So that is creating a dashboard and adding the gadgets to the dashboard, and editing the layout. Look forward to talking to you in the next video. Thank you much.